Hi, welcome to Tap Tech. This is the DJI Mini 4K drone. It's the latest release from DJI, one of the biggest names in the drone world. If you've ever looked into drones before, you've probably come across this brand. They've been leading the pack for years. This drone is designed with beginners in mind. But it's not just for beginners. It's also a great pick for people who travel. It's compact. It's lightweight. And now, it shoots in full 4K resolution. That's a big step up from the Mini 2 SE, which only went up to 2.7K. With the Mini 4K, you get Ultra HD footage at 30 frames per second. And that makes a difference. Whether you're filming wide landscapes, your vacation, or just trying out drone photography for fun, it matters. The Mini 4K has a lot going for it. It offers a stable 3-axis gimbal. It has a decent flight time. Up to 31 minutes on paper. In reality, you'll probably get around 20 minutes, depending on wind and speed. Still, that's a respectable amount for something this small. It has 10 kilometers of video transmission range. That's more than most people will ever use. You're likely to run out of battery before you run out of range. It also supports Level 5 wind resistance. That means it can handle wind speeds of 19 to 24 miles per hour. And it has the all-important auto return to home function. That means if it loses signal or gets low on battery, it'll come back to where it took off. A very helpful feature that can save your drone. Let's talk price for a second. This drone costs just £269 in the UK or $299 in the US. That's a very attractive price for a 4K drone from DJI. You're getting premium level video on a budget. For many people, that alone makes it worth considering. Of course, there are a few compromises. There are no obstacle avoidance sensors. That means it won't stop itself from hitting walls or trees. You'll need to be more careful. The gimbal also doesn't rotate vertically, so your footage will always be horizontal. And there's no active tracking feature either. That means it won't follow a person or car on its own. Still, it does include quick shots. These are preset flight modes that let you take creative shots automatically. We'll go over them later in detail. Interestingly, you won't find the Mini 4K on DJI's own store. It's currently only available through Amazon. You can choose between the base kit, which comes with the drone and remote, or the Fly More combo. That version adds extra batteries, a carry case, and a charging hub. It's a good option if you want more time in the air. Let's open the box and take a look at what you get. The first thing you'll notice is how small the drone is. It's really compact. Once you fold the arms in, it fits in the palm of your hand. It's also very light. The official weight is under 249 grams. That's important because it means fewer flight restrictions in many countries. My scale showed 240 grams. So you're definitely in that lightweight category. The drone has foldable arms, which makes it easy to pack and carry. It also comes with a gimbal protector on the front to keep the camera safe. At the bottom of the box, you'll find the remote controller. It's larger than the drone itself. I got the RC-N1C model. It's a solid, well-built remote that connects to your phone so you can see what the drone sees in real time. Inside the box, you'll also find a screwdriver for changing blades, for spare blades, and a range of cables. There's a USB-A to USB-C cable, a USB-C to USB-C cable, and a micro USB to USB-C cable. You also get some DJI stickers, a QR code for the DJI store, safety guidelines, and a quick start guide. The remote is nicely designed. The control sticks are hidden in the bottom of the controller. You just screw them in when you're ready to fly. At the top, there's a spring-loaded phone holder that fits different phone sizes. Behind the holder, you'll find a Lightning to USB-C cable for iPhones. If you use Android, just swap it out with the included USB-C to USB-C cable. The remote feels great in your hands. It has a solid grip and the buttons feel responsive. The joysticks return to the center smoothly. It feels like a premium piece of gear. Let's go back to the drone for a moment. Once you unfold the arms and release the blades, you get a better sense of its size. It's still very compact. At the back, you'll find the battery. It's removable and sits under a plastic cover. Just above that are the micro SD card slot and USB-C charging port. These ports are open, so you should avoid flying in rain or extreme weather. The battery charges inside the drone or in the charging hub, if you get the Fly More combo. The hub supports fast charging up to 29 watts. A single battery takes about an hour and a half to fully charge. Extra batteries cost around £60 or $80. The gimbal cover at the front is quite snug. That's good, because it protects the gimbal when the drone isn't in use. The gimbal itself is a 3-axis motorized system. It provides smooth, stable footage even in wind. At the bottom of the drone is a power button and an LED status light. Each drone arm has 2 blades, and the motors are brushless. You can even see the copper wiring inside the joints. So that's the unboxing done. Let's get to the flying. The first thing you need is the DJI Fly app. It's available on the App Store for iPhone users. Android users can't find it on Google Play, but you can easily download it from DJI's website. Once you install it, you'll need to grant a few permissions, then either log in or create a DJI account. You'll be greeted with 3 prompts: where to fly, tutorials, and connect and fly. You can check out the first 2 later, but for now, go straight to the connection guide. You'll go through another round of permissions. Then it's time to connect the drone, remote, and phone. Select the Mini 4K model in the app. Attach the control sticks to the remote. Then short press and long press the power button to turn it on. Pull out the phone holder, plug in the cable, and insert your phone. Make sure the drone is powered on too. To do that, short press and then long press the drone's power button. The lights on the drone will flash. Once they find each other, the app will open the live view screen. At this point, you're ready to fly, and make sure you're outdoors, in a clear area, away from people and buildings. Put the drone on a flat surface. In the app, tap the up arrow button. Hold the auto takeoff button until the green circle completes. The drone will lift to about 1.2 meters and hover in place. To land, tap the down arrow, or press and hold the left control stick downward. The drone will land gently on its own. While it's in the air, you'll see how stable it is. Even with a little wind, it hovers very smoothly. To raise the drone, push the left stick forward. Pull back to descend. Push the stick left or right. To rotate the drone, use the right stick to move in directions. Push forward to go forward, back to reverse. Left and right move it sideways. It's very intuitive. After a few minutes of practice. The remote also has other controls. The right top button starts or stops video recording. The left dial adjusts the camera angle up or down. There's also a customizable function button. By default, it quickly tilts the camera down 90 degrees. There's a button to switch between video and photo mode. The YH button on the front pauses the drone or triggers return to home if you hold it. If your drone is far away, this brings it back to the takeoff spot. In the center, you'll see a mode switch. Sports mode is fastest. Normal mode is balanced. Cine mode is the slowest for smooth cinematic shots. The camera itself shoots in 4K at 30 frames per second. It uses a 1/2.3-inch CMOS sensor. The aperture is fixed at f2.8 and it has a fixed focus lens. You also get 2.7K at 60 frames per second or 1080p at 60 frames per second. The image quality is sharp, especially at 4K. If you switch to 2.7K at 60 frames per second, you can capture faster motion or slow it down later in editing. The 1080p video is decent, though you lose some detail. But it's good for casual use. The 3-axis gimbal is the real star. It smooths out footage beautifully. Even quick movements look stable. Now let's dive into the DJI Fly app again. On the main screen, you'll see lots of controls. In the top left is your current mode, N for normal, S for sports, C for cine. Next to that are your flight warnings, GPS status, obstacles, gimbal errors. Top right shows battery life. At 20%, the remote starts beeping. At 10%, the drone returns home automatically. Next to that are your signal strength and satellite info. Tap the three dots for settings. You can adjust flight limits, customize controls, format your SD card, and update firmware. There's also a cool option to change gimbal mode. In follow mode, the camera stays level. In FPV mode, it follows the drone's movement, great for action shots, but on the right side of the screen, you have capture settings. In photo mode, choose single, timed, or bracketed shots for HDR. You can shoot in JPEG or RAW. The images are 12 MP. Quick shots are next. There are 5 modes. Drone flies back and up. Rocket flies straight up. Circle moves around a subject. Helix spirals around. Boomerang flies in an oval path. These are great for short social media clips. By default, quick shots are recorded at 1080p 30 frames per second. But you can switch to 2.7K or 4K. However, none of them support 60 FPS. Photo options include sphere, 180 degree, and wide-angle panos. These stitch together several shots for dramatic images. The bottom right, tap to change between auto and pro. In pro mode, you control ISO, shutter speed, and white balance. This is great for experienced users who want more control. On the bottom left is a map or compass view. Tap it to enlarge and see no-fly zones or your flight path. If you're starting out or want a backup drone, this is a solid pick. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe.